Do you recognize that tight feeling across your chest when worry sets in? Those spinning thoughts that make sleep impossible? Those future-oriented fears that drain joy from today? What if three straightforward words could instantly neutralize anxiety whenever it shows up? This phrase is so impactful that brain scientists have examined its neurological effects with findings that will permanently transform your stress management. However, prior to unveiling this phrase, there's something I require you to do immediately. Click that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because what you're about to learn could be the difference between living in constant worry and experiencing genuine peace of mind. This video originates from compiled scientific research from worldwide academic institutions and freely accessible public health materials, offering updated information particularly suited for individuals over 60. Let me present you with a straightforward question at this moment. How much of your life have you spent worrying about things that never happened? How many precious instances have slipped by because your thoughts were imprisoned in a fictional tomorrow or an agonizing yesterday? What's true is that anxiety doesn't exist in the immediate present. It's impossible. Anxious thoughts consistently focus on either upcoming possibilities or previous incidents. It draws energy from temporal zones that aren't real at this moment. And this is precisely when the shift occurs. The sentence that vanquishes anxiety consists only of, "I am here now." Just 3 words. 9 letters total. Immeasurable force. When you articulate these words with true consciousness, something phenomenal happens in your cerebral system. Research utilizing functional MRI technology demonstrates that present-focused awareness instantly decreases amygdala activity, the brain's anxiety hub, while concurrently boosting prefrontal cortex function, which governs logical thought and emotional control. But this isn't just about brain chemistry. This concerns liberating your existence from the dictatorship of fictional dangers. Reflect on this. In this particular moment, are you safe? Not about tomorrow's uncertainties, not next week's possibilities, not in those late-night mind-created scenes. This very second. Most often, the answer is yes. In this instant, you're inhaling and exhaling. Presently, you're in a safe state. Presently, you possess everything required to be here now. Most people over 60 carry decades of accumulated worries. We've lived through enough to know that bad things can happen. We've known sorrow, disillusionment, and bodily health struggles. Owing to these past events, our minds turn intensely vigilant, incessantly hunting for the next danger. This is what those in psychology identify as anticipatory anxiety, and it's incredibly tiring. It's comparable to competing in a marathon while remaining stationary. Your organism cannot differentiate between genuine threats and mental fabrications. As you stress over tomorrow's doctor visit, your pulse quickens, blood pressure elevates, and stress chemicals surge through your body, precisely as though the danger exists in this moment. This constant stress doesn't simply feel bad. It actually expedites aging and debilitates your immune system. Scientists at Harvard found something profoundly important. When people practice present moment awareness regularly, their bodies produce less cortisol, the primary stress hormone, and more DHEA, often called the longevity molecule. Just by refocusing your consciousness on the present, you're truly picking vitality over ailment, serenity over confusion. Let me present an account that shows this flawlessly. There lived a man called Robert, age 72, who spent every day engulfed in stress about his heart disease. Every dawn he rose to check his heartbeat, track every feeling, certain that each day might be his last. His wife witnessed him retreating into this worry cage until one day, while seated in his garden, a butterfly settling on a close flower captured his notice. For merely several seconds, his thoughts became entirely silent. His heart troubles weren't on his mind. The next day wasn't on his mind. He merely watched this butterfly, completely in that instant. And right then he perceived something profound. His worry wasn't securing him. It was impeding his capacity to truly exist. From that moment onward, each time anxiety emerged, he'd tell himself, I am here now, and direct his focus to something in his present surroundings, a particular sound, a sensory experience, the act of breathing. Gradually, this modest practice transformed his life more completely than any drug had achieved. Right now, I'm asking you to halt this video for only 5 seconds and test this yourself. Vocalize the phrase, I am here now. Feel your body in the chair. Become aware of air on your skin surface. Tune into the sounds in your space. Notice how rapidly your worry decreases when you genuinely enter the now. This isn't about optimistic thoughts or denial. This represents something significantly stronger, actual reality. This current moment is the only one that really exists. All else consists of recollection or mental creation. As you realize this fundamentally, not simply theoretically, but through actual experience, anxiety lets go of you. You understand you've been distressed about things that literally have no current reality. And prior to continuing, I require your assistance in sharing this message. Leave a comment with either the number 1 if this is making sense to you, or 0 if you're skeptical. Your involvement helps this video get to others who desperately require these insights. Now, let's examine how to apply this phrase optimally, particularly during acute anxiety. The crucial point isn't wielding it as a tool against anxiety, attempting to push anxiety out. Rather, implement it as an anchoring device, a soft reminder to come back to the present instant. As you sense anxiety growing, pause briefly. Inhale slowly. State, I am here now, either vocally or mentally. Next, engage your sensory perception. What's visible to you? What do you hear around you? What sensations do you notice? This elementary method disrupts the anxiety spiral before it accelerates. Neuroscience establishes that you cannot experience full presence and full anxiety together. They cannot coexist. Presence disperses anxiety the way light disperses shadows, not by resisting, but merely by being present. For those of us past 60, this technique is exceptionally helpful because we often harbor not just immediate concerns, but also amass anxiety from a lifetime of obstacles. We could fret about wellness, monetary concerns, our offspring or their children, or becoming dependent. These are valid concerns, but anxiety about them doesn't fix them. It merely blocks us from treasuring the good experiences still present. Action provides solutions. Presence gives us peace. Worry does neither. Here's why this phrase is so revolutionary. It functions instantly, requires no money, produces no negative effects, and works in any location, anytime. Thus, here's the challenge I'm presenting. Every time you notice anxiety arising, use the phrase, I am here now. Express it with awareness. Come back to your senses. And here's my request for you right now.